It's a hockey stream on episode 544 of the VIG Lounge as the Pittsburgh Penguins hit the road and come to Canada's nation capital. Well, not really, but close enough. Canada, Ontario, to take on the Ottawa Senators at Canadian Tire VIG Lounge hockey at the Canadian Tire Center. No, I'm just kidding. That's a shot at TSN's advertising, even though I like them way more than Sportsnet. I just think it's funny that they use Canadian Tire twice. Anyway, with that long intro out of the way, can the Penguins crown the Senators, or will Ottawa show that they are the true capital team in this matchup? There is only one way to find out. Before we do that, please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. With housekeeping out of the way, let's jump right in to the Pens and Sens here on the VIG Lounge. And we're underway. Ottawa wins the opening draw to the surprise of no one. Zub carries in for the Sens. Puck gets knocked away. Senators get it back with a shot and a save made by Skinner. Puck up the right side now to former Senator Erik Karlsson. He'll fling one and a big save. And I can already tell that is Linus Ullmark, courtesy of the sponge zone ability. Another one draw by Ottawa. Tim Stützle gets the puck back after the one draw. Back to Zoo. Given away and carried right back in by Raquel. Raquel drifting, shooting, denied by Ullmark. Rust with a chance, he scores! In Rust we trust! And the Penguins lead 1-0. So I've got one question for you. How much does a polar bear weigh? Enough to break the ice, baby. Pittsburgh with the early 1-0 lead. Rickard Raquel, I still cannot get over that considering he's been in the league since what? 2010 at least? Maybe not 2010, but still, he's been in for quite a while. I would say at least, getting in on a decade, but whatever. But they should get his name right. And I think they do when it's a Penguins game and the announcer actually sounds like they care. Rebound! Big save by Skinner. Penguins looking to get it out, and they will. Igor Chinikov gains the red line and dumps it in. Left it along the wall by Novak. He'll drift back to the blue line. And the shot by Clifton gets blocked in traffic. And, of course, the Senator has wheels. I wonder who that would be. Is it the Pinto Parlay or... What's that? Malkin. Carry in now for the Penguins. Malkin drifting, trying to get a shot away, and it's knocked off his stick. Back out now to Anthony Mantha. Cross to no one in particular. Mantha got it back. Fires, and a save made by Ullmark with the left pad. One-timer, that shot got blocked before it could get to the net. There is the aforementioned Pinto. And now Ridley Krieg, but stepped up by Ryan Shea. And it goes back into the Penguin zone. Jack St. Ivany draws back into the lineup according to stat sheet because of the absence of Chris Letang, who was injured in the game against Colorado, and I don't even know how. We'll see how long he's gone for. St. Ivany had it blocked off a stick. St. Ivany gains the red line and sends it in. Collected along the wall. Anthony Mantha with a chance in tight. Turned aside by Linus Ullmark. Saved by Skinner. Rebound! Skinner got that too. And the Penguins look to get it out. Crosby chips it in after gaining the red line. Rust collects it along the wall. Rust out front, denied by Ullmark. Fast-moving first period as we're near the 6-minute mark, or 6 minute remaining, rather. As the Penguins have the 1-0 lead, courtesy of Brian Rust. Carried in now by Sidney Crosby. Knocked off his stick. And Joni Hakanpää now is sent it randomly. That must have been an interesting trade. I wonder if he went the other way. And a save made again by Skinner. As Ridley Greig was left out in front. I don't care if it's pronounced Greg. It looks like Griegs. That's what I'm going with. Not on my team. Who cares? Just kidding. I'll call him Ridley Greig. At least I'll try. Oh, never mind. I don't think that is Greg. Who is that? 41% run analysis. 71 for the Sens. We had music for about a millisecond, and then it just disappeared. 4:43 remaining. As the Senators win yet another draw, this time on the offensive zone. Big drive, handled, and the puck is set down. This is probably going to be an icing. As it's touched up by Clevin. 4 minutes, 12 seconds remaining. Taking a look at Dylan Cousins, the quote-unquote workhorse from Whitehorse, which I can't help but hear Pierre, what is that idiot's name? Pierre Maguire saying it, and I'm glad that I don't anymore because he's just one of the most annoying voices in hockey. Save made again by Skinner. And the puck is now sent all the way in by Noel Acciari. Collected. And a shot in front by Connor Dewar turned away. Now Noel Acciari has it. He'll try the right side, shoots, and it goes right into the breadbasket of Ullmark, and he will get a whistle. Somehow Ottawa is out shooting Pittsburgh only by 1. Didn't really feel like Ottawa had that much offense, but the stats don't lie, apparently. And I guarantee you, I have not won a single faceoff. Tommy Novak drifts in. He'll fire the net. Now Malkin's got it. Drives to the net, and Ullmark turned it away. Probably one of the Penguins' best chances off the stick of Malkin. St. Ivany steps up. As the Penguins will dump it in courtesy of Evgeny Malkin. In the final minute of period 1, Novak to the front of the net, couldn't get a shot away. Now did, but that gave Ullmark all kinds of time to get ready for it. 6.5 seconds remaining as we highlight Linus Ullmark. And, I may not be a Sens fan, but I will say I have all the respect in the world for Linus Ullmark taking the time to step away from hockey and focus on his mental health. Because, your job is the most important of the least important things. If you can't focus mentally, you're not going to be effective in your position, especially as a professional hockey league player and a goaltender to boot. Drive handled by Ullmark, as I'm giving him some praise. So, like I said, as a person, nothing but love for Linus Ullmark. As a competitor, change that. 1-0 Pittsburgh after 1. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Shots on goal, 12-9 in favor of the Pens. Hits, 7-3 in favor of Pittsburgh. Passing percentage really close. 7 straight face-off wins for Ottawa. I'm not surprised. But we'll try to maybe salvage some of that in the second. But we are leading on the scoreboard where it counts. 1-0, courtesy of Brian Rust. Can the second period bear more fruit for the Pens? Let's find out. 20 minutes down, 40 minutes up. Second period action right now on the VIG Lounge. Sidney Crosby wins the opening draw of period number 2. And Russ gets to the net, shoots, the rebound is there. They couldn't corral it, rather. Then Merkel did. Wotherspoon goes for a bit of a skate, finds Rust. Rust with a bomb off the pad of Ullmark, and the rebound goes to Ottawa. Wotherspoon steps up. Penguins trying to protect Skinner. Puck knocked away. Now a setup for Erik Karlsson. Carlson with a drive handled by Omar. Shot once again, and another chance turned aside by the Ottawa netminder. Tommy Novak circles the wagons. Gets it to Girard, and a big blast handled by Omar. Pounces on the rebound, and he will get a whistle. With nearly 5 minutes gone here in the second, as we highlight the dumb F-U-C-K Brady Tkachuk. See, I spelled it out, I didn't say it. But I'm not a fan of either Tkachuk brother, especially the derpy Brady. Connor Clifton separates a Senator from the puck. But Malkin carries it. Puck knocked away. Up now to Malkin. Malkin will now send it in. Connor Clifton scores! A drive by 75 to the net. The Penguins increase the lead to 2. This play kind of just materialized out of nowhere, and Connor Clifton just had a good net drive and then was able to pick a corner and put it past Linus Ullmark to extend the Penguins' lead. Ben Kindle wins a draw. Carried in now by Brazeau. Puck rolls in on Ullmark. 12:39, and we are feeling fine remaining in the second. Highlighting the goaltending matchup, Stuart Skinner and Linus Ullmark. One, of course, is doing better than the other, and I'll let you guess as to which one. I'm sure it's as plain as the scoreboard. Brazeau fires, denied by Ullmark. Back to the blue line, sets up a one-timer off the pipe. David Perron flex it. Brazeau. Puck carried right back in by Ben Kindle. Sent all the way around. Pass across. Up the right wing side to Rust. And Rust will send it all the way in. Hawk and Paul knocked down. Puck given away by the Senators to Ryan Shea. I think that was Hawk and Paul. Here's Lars Eller, the one-time Penguin. Puck now up the right side to Brian Rust. And Rust will send it in. Nick Jensen to Gregg. To Tkachuk. Taken away by Clifton. Finds Sam Girard. As Clifton is now paired with Sam Girard in the absence of Chris Letang. Said that he should be returning sometime in early April. Well, that is certainly good news, as he's not out for too long. Congratulations, even though it was not the best game for the Pens. Chris Letang now up to 800 career points IRL. As the second period ticks down. Wotherspoon. Cross now to Chinakhov. Up the right side, dumped in by Carlson. Tommy Novak cutting to the net, denied by Ullmark. As he's got the Bounty sponge towel absorbing all the shots that he's facing down low. Puck deflected. Saved by Skinner with the left pad. Now off the right wing side and dumped in by Connor Dewar. Nola Chari to the net, scores! 3-0 Pittsburgh! As Double Nichols finds the back of the net. A net drive now by 55. As the Penguins increase the lead to 3 and are getting some much-needed secondary scoring. Or I should say much welcome, actually. Because we've had pretty consistent goal scoring throughout the lineup in this playthrough, to be fair. Achari has it again. He will get it up to his line mate, Blake Lizotte. Lizotte drifting, shooting, scores! Blake Lizotte on the spot, and the Penguins lead by 4. .0 on the clock here in the second. And the Penguins have really pulled away. Anthony Mantha send it in. There's the final goal of the second. Blake Lizotte goes upstairs, and the Penguins have really pulled away in this second period. Let's take a look at the stats. Shots on goal, 23-11 in favor of the Pens. Hits, 21-10, favoring Pittsburgh as well. Look at that. We upped our passing percentage, 89.8 to 85.3. We won a couple draws, and we've lost a lot more, but that's okay. We'll take the fact that we at least haven't been shut out 2 periods in a row, in terms of draws at least. But can the Penguins bring it home? We shall see. 40 minutes down, 20 minutes up. Third period action coming at you next on the VIG Lounge. Offside, and the Penguins with a hit after the whistle. Erik Karlsson with a hit on a member of his old team. I wouldn't say a teammate. I don't think there are any real teammates left in Ottawa when Karlsson was there at this point. At least I can't think of any. I mean, maybe somebody like Chuck. I don't know, but either way, Stuart Skinner able to handle a shot that he faced and maintain his sparkling save percentage in this game thus far. Puck deflected wide. Pittsburgh trying to get it out, and it deflects off of Raquel, but it will get into the Senators' zone. One-timer just off the pad, and the rebound went to the corner. Now Rust has it. Couldn't get the shot away. Jake Sanderson. Save made once more. And Ricard Raquel will send it all the way in. Drake Batherson with a chance. Pittsburgh trying to get it out again. And they get it to Malkin. Malkin gains the red line and will chip it in. Collected along the wall by Chinakhov. Knocked off the stick. Regathered by Chinakhov. Knocked down, and Batherson has it. Batherson takes a hit. Pittsburgh gets there first. Trying to bring it up on the right side is Chinakhov. He will slip it back into the Sen zone. Sanderson went back to collect, took a hit from Novak. Now Shane Pinto cruising with homies as he passed. Pass across to Clifton. Up the right side. Save made by Skinner. Sam Girard. Up the left side to Malkin. Malkin with a shot, rebound, score! Brazeau! Justin Brazeau! Penguins lead is 5-1. Beautiful defensive play by Kindle. Up the right side, dumped in by Brazeau. Justin Brazeau will send it in. Collected along the wall by St. Ivany. St. Ivany drifting off the shoulder. Puck given away. Picked off by Raquel. Then the Senators get it back. Brazeau with a knockdown. Fed across to Shea. Up now to Crosby. Crosby will hammer it in. Senators get there first. As the clock ticks down to just about 7 minutes left here in the third. And it has been all Pittsburgh. I mean, the shots were close in the first, but that was about it. And now Raquel drives to the net. He scores! It's tricky to score a goal unless you are a card Raquel. It's tricky! Tricky Ricky, and the Penguins lead 6-0. I think we're finally going to get a goaltending change with 6 minutes to go. Raquel, the latest Penguin to find the back of the net. Ricard Raquel drifting, shooting, save made. Right, who is the backup again in Ottawa? I know they were doing the James Reimer thing. And then they had Sogard, I believe. And it's Martin Jones in this playthrough, at least. There's Ottawa's upcoming schedule, which I have no interest in whatsoever. But we got Stuart Skinner at the top of the wins list with 41. A little premature, but I can't see us collapsing that badly. Clifton, a drive! Turned aside by Jones. He's definitely a goaltender the Penguins know well. Malkin sure does. Chinikov hangs on, gets it back to the blue line to Wotherspoon. Collected for Clifton. Now Hakanpää gets crunched along the boards. It's back into the Penguin zone. Up the left side. And Wotherspoon will send it the rest of the way. And Chinikov tucks it in! Igor Chinikov feeling fine as number 59 tickles the back of the twine. Not quite sure what happened there, but I will take it. Did a little flyby, and Jones just couldn't handle it. 23 goals for the winger picked up from Columbus. Malkin wins the draw. Got it to Chinakhov once again. And I mean, Chinakhov's got a bullet of a shot. He didn't need it there, though. Giroux. And it deflected. Pass now to the right side. And Chinakhov will softly chip it in. Save made by Skinner. He will hang on with 18 seconds left. Taking a look at Stuart Skinner's handiwork. Been plenty of it. As the Penguins only have a 10-shot differential in their favor. But definitely Stuart Skinner has had to come up big at times in this game. And he has done just that. Connor Newer will dump it in. As the Sens fans greet their team with the Boomers. Nolachari with a shot, and Jones swallows that one with a second remaining. And Lazar back to St. Ivany. That shot got blocked. And the Penguins come into Canada, Ontario, and handle the Senators easily in a 7-0 blowout. Shutout for Stuart Skinner. 7 different goal scorers. As the Penguins light it up in a suburb near the nation's capital. Here's Raquel. Take a look at the rest of the stats before we wrap things up. Shots on goal, 33-22 in favor of the Pens. Hits, 34-14, favoring Pittsburgh as well. Lost out on the passing percentage, but it wasn't too bad. A little more than doubled up on the face-offs, but we won some, so that's good. And what matters most, no penalties to speak of. So that's 7 goals from 7 different goal scorers, all at even strength. Thank you all for tuning in to this episode of the VIG Lounge. This, of course, is part 1 of a 2-part episode. So I will be back momentarily with the Golden Knights game as they take on Connor McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers. So join me for that. But until next time, I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer 1987. I bid you adieu. Have yourselves a therapeutic Thursday, everybody.